Nobody remembers the name of the intern who makes the coffee. Nobody looks twice at the girl restocking the printer paper. That's exactly what the CEO's son believed, right up until the day she walked into a boardroom of 40 executives and every single one of them stood up. Maya Reyes was 23 years old, 3 months into an unpaid internship at Halcyon Technologies, a 40th floor office with glass walls and an espresso machine that cost more than her rent. She refilled that machine, formatted slides that weren't hers, and sat in the back corner of every meeting, exactly where she'd been told to sit. Ryan Wexler, the CEO's only son, made sure everyone in that office knew exactly where she stood. Every report she stayed up writing, he presented as his own the very next morning. Every idea she pitched quietly in private, he repeated loudly in the next meeting, smiling, confident, and never once saying her name. What nobody saw were the nights Maya stayed 2 extra hours after the office emptied out, laptop glowing in an otherwise dark floor. Not because anyone asked her to, but because, for the first time in her life, she was building something that was entirely, quietly, her own. Then came the Meridian account, the biggest client Halcyon had chased for 3 straight years. Maya built the entire pitch strategy alone, overnight, on a laptop with a cracked screen. The morning of the presentation, Ryan straightened his tie, smiled at her, and said, "You're not needed in the room today." What Ryan didn't know, what absolutely nobody in that office knew, was that 6 months earlier, a small inheritance and 1 quiet legal signature had made Maya the majority shareholder of Halcyon's parent company. She'd told no one, not even her closest friend on the team. Minutes before the emergency board call, the CEO, Ryan's own father, pulled Maya aside in the hallway. He had already read the real financial models, line by line. "Whatever happens in that room today," he said quietly, not quite meeting her eyes, "I already know exactly how it ends." Inside, Ryan stood at the head of the table, sliding Maya's deck onto the main screen and presenting it, line by line, as entirely his own. 40 people watched in silence. Then the CFO leaned forward and asked one simple question. "Ryan, who actually built this model?" The room went completely, painfully silent. From the back corner, her usual seat, the one nobody ever looked at, Maya stood up. "I did," she said calmly. "The same way I've built every report you've presented as your own for the last 3 months. Then she turned to face the board. "And as the majority shareholder joining this call, I'd like that noted in the official minutes." Ryan's face drained completely of color. Security didn't escort Maya out of that building that afternoon. They escorted him. While his own father, the man who built the company, couldn't bring himself to look at either one of them. 6 months later, Ryan Wexler works at a small startup across town. The kind of office with no espresso machine, no corner view, and no one left to take credit from. He never mentions Halcyon in interviews anymore. Maya, meanwhile, still keeps her same old desk beside the coffee machine. Not because she has to, because she likes remembering exactly how far being underestimated can take you. If this story hit different, hit subscribe and tell me in the comments, what would you have done in Maya's shoes?